Let's see what happens here as Chuck Welch has brought the pace car down onto pit road. Green flag is out. Phil, it is time to rock, roll, and rumble. Let's see how they fan out going down into turn 1.
I love that view right there.
4 and 5 wide as we head off into turns 1 and 2, and Sammy Smith going to put the hammer down and take the lead. Jesse Love slotting into second, and here comes Taylor Gray to grab that third spot.
Yeah, Taylor Gray grabbed the spot from Delara Perez.
And there's a look at the 2 Sunrise Racing cars. Tanner Reif in the number 9. There's Jake Drew in the 6 car, our champion. He's going to try to stack it 3 wide going down into turn 1 here on lap number 2. Todd Souza in the 13. He's got the position over Tanner Reif and Cole Moore as we see the caution flag come out for the first time today, and that looks like Christian Rose in the number 42 car.
You see a little tire mark on the door. I don't know if that was related to this spin. I don't see much damage otherwise. He gets it refired and turned around.
Coming to complete lap number 10. Still a long way to go here at Phoenix Raceway. 90 laps yet to go. Green flag back up. Let's see what happens here on the restart. And there you see Phil. They're going to fan him out 5, 6, 7 wide down into turn 1.
Looked like Jesse Love, the 20, thought for a moment of making it 3 wide, but Taylor Gray's hanging in there on the outside in the 71 car.
First time we've seen anybody challenge Sammy Smith. They are side by side, and now Taylor Gray going to poke the nose of that 71 car out in front.
Sammy gets a little bit loose. You see him get a little bit crossed up there.
Oh!
As does Taylor.
Taylor almost put in the fence right there. So he's going to give the lead back up. He had it, but he's going to give it back up to Sammy Smith.
An amazing season. Tanner's done an awesome job here. Did a nice job getting back by Carson Host. Oh, trouble for Hocevar.
Looks like that car has made some contact with something. Looks like the right rear tire may be down.
It looks like it's down. The front end is
there you see it right there, Phil. Yeah, he has obviously gotten up out of the groove a little bit and made some contact with that right rear corner. Window net has come down. And let's see if we can take a look at what happened to Carson Hocevar in that number 40 car.
Just got loose up off the corner and made contact. I wondered why, because he had driven up and passed Reif for that spot and then lost it back. So obviously some handling issues, or possibly maybe a tire going down for Carson Hocevar, but that'll be terminal for him.
Field coming back to green. Sammy Smith on the hammer. You saw those cars wiggle just a little bit. Some tire spin coming back to green as Sammy Smith's going to jump out to a 2-car length advantage as the rest of the field fanning out behind him.
Yeah, the 51 of Bresla Delara actually spun his tires and lost a little bit of ground there. But a good restart by Sammy Smith. Caution.
Sebastian Arias in the number 4 car sideways there. Looks like that's the bottom side of turn 2, and that will put us under the caution flag for the 3rd time here this afternoon. Pace car back down on pit road, and Sammy Smith again choosing the bottom side of the racetrack. We didn't get to really see how that last restart was going to play out, Phil, so we'll see how it plays out this time. Can Taylor Gray take it back to Sammy Smith? We'll see if everybody's able to put the power down cleanly this time around. And indeed, it looks like they're going to be able to. Let's see what Taylor can do on this restart. He's a lot closer as we fan him out 3 and 4 wide down into turn 1.
Yeah, Sammy actually had cleared him, and then Taylor just drove in there, drove right up beside him through the dog leg. But Sammy really hard off the corner here and grabs that cushion.
There's Andres Perez de Lara, our Bounty Rookie Spotlight driver in the number 51. You had mentioned he had given up a couple of positions on that last restart, trying to get him back 2 at a time right here. He is going to dive to the bottom side of the 2 Venturini teammates. Landon Pembleton and Parker Chase. Andres Perez de Lara going to try to race his way back up into the 6th position.
I'm not sure that's not going to be a contender for a sweet move right there. That was a great move to get by both those Venturini cars.
Sammy Smith continuing to lead the way. It was 3.4 seconds, now down to 2.8 seconds, but some of that's going to be because he was working traffic right there.
Yeah, trouble.
David Smith in the 05 car sideways. That's going to bring us under the caution flag for the 4th time today.
Gets it refired.
Let's take a look at what happened to put us under the 4th caution flag of the afternoon. Keep an eye on the 05 car. Looks like he had a little bit of help right there, Phil. Looks like Bridget Burgess in the 88 car Maybe just a little miscommunication of who was going to be going where as Taylor Gray was trying to work his way to the bottom side of the race. Sammy Smith, Taylor Gray leading them back to green with 50 to go here at Phoenix. Connor Jones getting a little racy on this restart. Phil, looks like he laid a fender to Sammy Smith as they dip down.
Sammy gets a little bit loose, has to chase it up the hill. Taylor Gray gives him some room. Is it going to be 3 wide?
Taylor Gray throwing the block down the backstretch. Oh, Taylor's going to get sideways going into turn 3. Connor Jones in the wall. Caution flag is out. Oh, you saw that brewing off of turn 2 all the way down the backstretch, Phil.
It looked like a block gone bad there.
Let's see if we can see where they may have made some contact here from the high camera. Looks like it right there.
Yeah, right there. A little bit of a shot right in the right rear corner of the bumper.
Well, apparently the ARCA Menards Series officials think there may have been some contact there because they're going to bring Sammy Smith down pit road, hold him for a lap for aggressive driving.
Yeah, see, I disagree with this call here, Charlie. I mean, obviously it was an obvious block by the 71 of Gray. Sammy was right in his bumper. Sammy looked like he may have been trying to move to the outside. They made slight contact, but if the block wasn't made, then that contact wouldn't have happened. So I disagree with this call bringing the 18 down pit road.
Andres Perez de Lara to the inside. Parker Chase at the number 15 to the outside. First time we've seen Parker this close to the front here this afternoon. Landon Pebbleton, Jake Finch back in row 2. Landon Lewis and Jake Drew outside row 3. Little fender, little bumper tag there coming back to green.
Remember, Parker Chase isn't afraid to mix it up as well. Look at Jake Finch get to the inside of Parker Chase as Pebbleton grabs the second spot.
Mixing it up on this restart. Jake Finch to the bottom side of the racetrack. He's going to move up into the 3rd position. Parker Chase going to give up a couple of positions on this restart. And there's Jesse Love in the 20, Sammy Smith in the 18. Both of these drivers trying to work their way through some of this traffic and the battle for the free pass position.
That is it right there. So important. Who is it?
How low can you go, Phil?
Lower. Sammy said, I can go lower than you can.
Is that damage to the backside of that 55 car going to do anything to the handling characteristics?
No, not at all. You see, it's obviously the corners of the rear bumper are straight, so I don't think. Oh, caution is out. That's going to work for Sammy Smith.
Not going to work for RJ Smotherman there in the number 21 car. RJ has come to a stop to the top side of the racetrack there. Looks like that is over in turn 4.
What a huge break for Sammy Smith.
And I think with 27 laps to go, we're going to see some of these drivers maybe make some aggressive moves as we come back to green. Andres Perez de Lara alongside Parker Chase. And one more time, we're going to fan them out 3 and 4 wide down into turn 1. Thought I saw some contact there. Jake Drew getting a little sideways. Looks like he and Todd Souza maybe knocked fenders.
3 and 4 wide there as they battle for 3rd on back. How about Jake Drew? Was outside the top 10 not long ago. He's in the 3rd spot.
Wow. And we talked about Parker Chase not being great on these restarts. Parker all the way outside the top 5. And look at that battle to the left side of the screen. Sammy Smith already knifing his way through the field.
He's pretty. He's just going to turn left. He's not going to use the same racetrack these guys are.
He's running about a 7/8 of a mile racetrack down there on the bottom side, isn't he? Sammy Smith already to the 14th position and still looking to pick up more down into turns 3 and 4.
He may take less than 10 laps to get. Oh, trouble.
Ooh, contact there. Kyle Keller in the number 70. Looks like he got into it with Joey East coming off of turn 4, and that puts us under the caution for the 7th time today. We talked about Joey at the top of the show trying to hold on to that 5th position in the point standings. He has had an up and down year, was looking to end the season on a high note, and unfortunately getting caught up in another driver's problems. Let's see if we can take a look at what happened off of turn 4 here, Phil.
See the 70 on the inside of Christian Rose in the 42. Keller now comes down the racetrack, catches Joey East in the right rear corner. A lot of damage to both those cars. This is after they already made contact. That's a great throwback paint scheme to Kurt Busch, local from Las Vegas, Nevada, in that Star Nursery.
Beautiful looking race car.
Yeah, going to be the end of Joey East Day, unfortunately.
Yeah, a lot of damage to the right side of that number 54 car.
Kyle Keller stays on the racetrack, but tremendous amount of damage. We're hearing that the 20, obviously the 20 is going to get the free pass. Jesse Love, he will be back on the lead lap.
Coming back to green with 19 laps to go. Andres Perez de Lara hard on the hammer, and let's see what happens. Sammy Smith going to go to the top side of the racetrack, try to work his way around Landon Pembleton to take over second.
He's going for the lead now, Charlie.
Coming to the front of the field. Sammy Smith off of turn 2, back to the lead. What an incredible performance.
4th to 1st in one corner.
Now Andres Perez de Lara going to try to tag onto the back bumper of the 18 car. For Jesse Love to work his way back from a lap down. But this could work in his favor. 8th caution flag of the day. There's why. Bobby Hillis sideways.
Right near the start finish line, you see turn 4 on the outside wall right behind Bobby's car. This would be a big break for Jesse Love.
Exactly what Jesse was looking for. Let's take a look at what happened to put us under the caution flag for the 8th time today.
Looks like Bobby just got a little bit loose right there in the center of turn 3 and 4. Yeah, we felt like Sammy probably wanted to be on the inside, but he just used the outside and just drove around him and ended up getting the lead in one end of the racetrack.
That's what drivers always tell me. I want an option. I want options. We're going to see what options Jesse Love has here on this restart, and it looks like he's going to try to work that outside lane as we come back to green. Sammy Smith on the hammer. He's going to dive to the bottom side of the racetrack, and Jesse Love a lot higher than everybody else, trying to get that momentum to the top side of the racetrack.
Well, there's a bunch of cars that they're 4 wide, Charlie.
Jesse Love trying to work his way around the outside. Are they going to have room off of 2?
He's going to get blocked by his teammate, Parker Chase. Now he's going to make his way to the inside, give Jesse Love 3rd.
Great restart by Jesse Love. He's going to pick up 3 positions on that lap. Does he have time to track down Andres Perez de Lara and Sammy Smith? Here comes Jesse Love to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to find that grip down below as we see Christian Rose sideways down in turns 1 and 2.
He's going to actually stop that car before he spins all the way out, but it is going to bring out the caution, and it's going to set up a restart with Jesse Love right inside second row. Obviously Sammy Smith can choose the outside or the inside, but Jesse Love will start inside second row for this restart. We're just going to have a couple laps to go.
Chuck Welch bringing the pace car down pit road. Everything in the hands of Sammy Smith as we roll into turns 3 and 4. 2 laps to go here at Phoenix. 2 laps to go in the ARCA West season. Oh, Andres spins the tires in the 51 car. Green flag back out. Jesse Love now trying to chase down Sammy Smith into turn 1.
What a great restart by Jesse Love. Perez de Lara probably had the worst restart of the race, and the caution is out. We're going to do it all over again. And Jesse Love will start from the front row on this next restart.
See what happens here. Oh, you talk about a bad day gone worse. Christian Rose with some damage now to the nose of that 42 car. Overtime attempt number 2 in the ARCA Menards Series West finale. Sammy Smith, Jesse Love on the front row. The 2 protagonists of the ARCA Menards Series Championship finale at Toledo Speedway about a month ago. Round 2 here at Phoenix. Who is it going to be? Sammy Smith has led 75 of the 104 laps so far today. 1,500 plus laps throughout the season. He's looking for 2 more. Green flag back out One more attempt at it here at Phoenix, and we're racing down into turn 1.
Jesse Love trying to desperately hang with Sammy Smith. Look at Jake Finch down on the bottom of the racetrack racing for third.
Andres Perez de Lara with the great run through the top of turns 1 and 2. He's going to take over the third spot. Coming to the white flag this time around. One more lap for Sammy Smith. Does Jesse Love have anything to do to catch him? One more time around here at Phoenix.
Boy, the dominant car has made its way back to the front.
Sammy Smith dominated, had to go to the back, knifed his way back up through the field, and he is 2 corners away from picking up the victory here at Phoenix. Checkered flag here at start finish. Sammy Smith picking up the win.